model on which you can easily see the coats of eye. What you will see in front, you can see this area. This is the cornea. That is a transparent avascular structure occupying the 1/6 of the coat, of the outer coat actually. And here you can see this white color. That is white of the eye for layman. That is in medical terminology. It is the sclera which occupy the 5/6 of the outer coat of the eyeball. Here, what is the function for the sclera? It gives attachment to the muscle. It forming a optic nerve exit. So optic nerve, fibers of the optic nerve comes out from this. It pierces the sclera, that is forming here lamina cribrosa, and they come out. It also gives a vessel. All the anterior and posterior ciliary vessels, they pierces the sclera, and it support and protect the eyeball. That these are the function for the sclera. So here on the outer side you can see one layer, that is a fibrous coat. So fibrous coat is made up of 5/6 of sclera in 1/6 of the transparent avascular cornea. If I remove this layer, what I am able to see inside? Here inside I am able to see a brownish blackish color layer. That is called choroid. So this whole layer actually the middle vascular layer, that is called uveal tract. That is called uveal tract. It is having 3 parts. Choroid, you can see this ring like structure. That is what? That is the ciliary body, and it gives the process that is forming here iris. So 3 parts of the uveal tract that forming the middle vascular layer, that is the choroid, ciliary body and iris. Okay, and this space that is for passage of the light, that is called pupil. That is called pupil. So we have learned the outer fibrous layer that is made up of sclera and cornea. We have learned the middle vascular layer that is made up of uveal tract, that is having 3 components: choroid, ciliary body and iris. If we see here, if we just remove this, okay, and we'll continue. Now you can see I have removed it from this cover of the sclera. You can see the choroid, you can see the ciliary body and iris. If I just flap it, inside it is having the retina. So here you can see inside. Here you can see the whitey structure. Actually ciliary body is also pigmented, but for differentiation in the model it is shown like a whitish color, but yes, it is pigmented. You can see the pupil and iris, then ciliary body, and you can see the margin there. You can see the margins. Here they are forming what? Ora serrata. That will see what is ora serrata. Okay. So here inside you can see, now here inside you can see this bulb. That is what? That is the nervous layer, the third coat of the eyeball. That is the nervous coat. So that is made up of retina. That is called retina. So we can see here the retina. Here you can see the optic nerve exit and this yellow color, that is macula lutea. It having a central point with the fovea centralis, and fovea is also there, and you can see the vessels running. Here you can see the central artery of retina within the optic nerve. So these are the vessels for the retina, and retina actually covers the 3/4 of the eyeball, and it ends just between the junction of the limbus and equator. It ends. How it ends? It's like a finger-like processes and continuing two layers, double layered epithelium, and forming a double layered epithelium on the posterior surface of the ciliary body and iris. So retina actually having 10 layers that we are going to learn, and here you can see it ends and that forming ora serrata. So what is actually the ora serrata? That is a part of photoreceptor and non-photoreceptor junction line. So ultimately up to this photoreceptor cells are there. Then over the posterior surface of the iris, okay, over the posterior surface of the iris, it is forming a process. You can see this. So it forming double layered epithelium of the posterior surface of the ciliary body and iris, that is just the ora serrata. So the retina even not going till the whole eyeball, it is not within the whole eyeball, but it ends just like between the limbus and equator. Okay, where the anterior surface of the retina forming the ora serrata. So that is about.
So now understand what is anterior chamber or what is anterior cavity with the anterior and posterior chamber and the posterior cavity. Here behind the lens, whatever you can see here, this is what? This is the vitreous body filled with the jelly-like material, that is called vitreous humor. And in front, if we see, what is here? This is iris. And in front of that, that is what? Cornea. So the space between the cornea and iris, that is what? That is the anterior chamber. And the space or anterior cavity having this anterior chamber, and here you can see another space that is between the iris and the front of the lens, that is the posterior chamber, that this filled with the aqueous humor. And you can see the aqueous humor is going to drain into the substance of the sclera just behind the sclerocorneal junction. Here the cornea should be there, and this is forming the sclerocorneal junction. So behind the sclerocorneal junction, one sinus is there, that is called sinus venosus sclerae or canal of Schlemm. It should be here. It is not seen in the sagittal section, but it should be within the substance of the sclera here, that we will learn later on. But at least you are able to understand how it is called the three coats of the eye: lens, anterior posterior chamber, vitreous humor, aqueous humor, and here you can see inside, you can see, okay, this is the ora serrata, that is nothing but the where the nervous layer of the retina end, and only the pigment epithelium continues over the posterior surface of the choroid and iris, that is here forming the ora serrata. Okay, so and here you can see the optic nerve exit, and it is having the entry for the central vessel of the retina, and they are going to divide, central artery divide into the supralateral. So here it having all the branches, and macula is not seen here. Actually macula is in the center, and optic nerve is supromedial to that of the macula. And the optic nerve disc, it is also called blind spot. Why it is blind spot? Because it is having no photoreceptor, that's why it is blind spot. While macula having the maximum number of the cones, so that is called the, it is for the bright vision, that we'll learn later on. So this is a easiest understanding of this section. Thank you.